At the end of this media, you will be able to know the terminals identification and polarity test of a transformer. For terminals identification, let us name the windings of the transformer as W1 and W2. Measure the ohmic value of the winding W1 using an ohm meter. Note it down. Now measure the ohmic value of the winding W2. Always HT winding has higher resistance than LT winding. Compare the ohmic values of the windings. Now we can identify the LT and HT windings based on the resistance values. Denote LT windings as small a1 to a2 and HT winding as capital A1 to A2. The terminals of the transformer are thus identified. Now let us see the polarity test. When primary is excited by voltage V1, EMF E1 and E2 gets induced in primary and secondary winding respectively. Polarity of E1 and E2 are based on how the windings are wound on the core. This is determined by the polarity test. Connections are made as shown in the image. Always it is preferable to use a center zerometer for this test. When the switch S1 is closed, the pointer kicks in the positive direction and comes back to 0. Again, if you open the switch, the pointer kicks in negative direction and regains its original position. If the above mentioned conditions are satisfied, then you can decide that the polarity are subtractive in nature. Hence, the terminal markings done are correct. Otherwise, the pointer kicks in negative direction when the switch is closed. When the switch is opened, it kicks in positive direction and regains its position back. In the above case, you can decide that the polarity are additive in nature. For large transformers, sometimes a voltmeter will not show any deflection. In that case, you can use a low-range DC ammeter to find the polarity.
Transformers that have the same polarity. In this particular case, our transformers they show additive polarity. A good way to indicate that it's additive polarity, besides the transformer nameplate, is to look at our transformers in our bank. If the X1 bushing is on the right-hand side, then they're additive polarity. If the X1 bushings are on the left-hand side, then they're subtractive polarity, like this one on the far right.